Do you ever wondered what your life could be if you belonged to places where the weirdest rituals are still followed? You and we live such a normal life, but what if we didn't? What if we had to follow the creepy traditions? Well, luckily, we don't have to, but many humans on the planet are bound to follow the rules and rituals. Today, we will take you on a tour of these unusual traditions, so that we can have enough reasons to be thankful. So get your popcorn and sit on the couch, because you will be left with an open mouth at the end of the video. From throwing the living to eating the dead, here are the 5 weirdest rituals worldwide. Number 5. Drop the baby from 200 feet. In a world where people take care of newborns as a water bubble, there is a tradition to drop babies over a building. In the western state of Maharashtra in India, the baby's father, or more preferably a priest, shakes and tosses the baby from a height of 200 feet or 15 meters over the roof of a temple. Fortunately, not on the ground, but on a piece of cloth, held by 4 people, one on each corner. Once the baby is successfully landed, he or she is passed all over the crowd present there to watch the ritual happening. Then, after passing through the entire crowd, the baby is handed over to his mother. Surprisingly, this tradition is more than 700 years old, and it takes place in the first week of December, where almost 200 infants are tossed every year. The followers of this ritual believe that tossing a baby from a height will bring safety and happiness to him throughout his life. Despite how dangerous the situation is, there has never been an injury reported. The National Commission banned this tradition for protection of child rights in 2009. No case reported this ritual happening for 2 years, but the tradition was resumed in 2011 at the Digambar Eshwara temple. However, this tradition is not practiced on such a big scale anymore, but many families in Maharashtra state are still keeping the tradition alive. Number 4. Kidnap and make her your bride. Imagine being married to someone because of successfully kidnapped you. Sound disturbing, right? There is a tradition called bride kidnapping or marriage by abduction that has been practiced for centuries. In this ritual, if a man can successfully kidnap and hold a woman hostage for a certain period, for example a week or month, he can claim that woman his wife, regardless of anything being a brutal crime. This action is taken as a normal ritual to be followed. The tradition is insanely inappropriate. Imagine being scared of going to your school, workplace, or even the supermarket because who knows if you will return home already being the wife of someone you don't want. Imagine a marriage without properly getting married. Believe it or not, unfortunately, there are several places where this tradition is still practiced, as if it's completely normal to hold someone hostage and claim them as a lottery ticket. Most cases were reported in Africa, Central and Southeast Asia, among certain ethnic groups, like the Romani in Europe and Celtal in Mexico. Number 3. Living with the dead. The phrase living with the dead obviously doesn't fit in mind, but honestly, it is way more unbelievable than you can expect. In the state of Tanah Toraja in Indonesia, there is a unique, actually a bit creepy kind of tradition when it comes to their dead ones. Their funerals are very luxurious and expensive, so the dead relatives are often kept in a temporary coffin until the families are ready to announce a funeral. But this isn't all. The creepy part starts when corpses are kept out of the coffin in their homes or at the doorway most of the time. The people take care of the dead more than the living. They regularly put food in the coffin, get them new clothes on and off, keep removing the insects from dead bodies. Some people lead the dead his favorite cigarette. They keep the body for over years, not only because they can't pay for the funeral, but because they are not ready to let them go. Once the family is ready for the funeral, they dress up the corpse as much as possible. Family makes the dead wear a fancy suit, glasses, watch and shoes. Not only that, the dead is walked by his family to his final resting place. People put a lot of gifts in the coffin. Some give diamonds and others keep their gift secret. Grave robberies are too common in Indonesia because of this ritual. Number 2. Bullet End Gloves. You will feel worse and worse as we will describe this ritual is, so hold on to your nerves. There is a Sateramo tribe in the Brazilian Amazon where transformation from guy to man is indigestibly painful. The ritual requires that every young man must put his hands into the gloves filled with giant tropical bullet ends. If you don't know what a tropical bullet end is, imagine being stung by a bee. Now multiply the pain 30 times, and even that isn't enough. When you're stunned by a tropical bullet ant, it feels like getting shot. The young men have to put on these gloves for 10 minutes, while the ants inject them with neurotoxic venom. Oh, and they are required to do it 20 times. The gloves are made by a technique that allows the man to get stuck as many times as possible. A bullet ant sting is rated as the most painful insect sting ever to exist. It is also called 24-hour ant because the pain stays for 24 hours. The venom quickly kicks into the blood and muscles. The after effects include weakening of muscles, lip swelling, eyes dropping, and loss of nervous control. The men become temporarily paralyzed as well. If you don't go through this ritual, you won't be considered a true Indian warrior, or more specifically, a man. Number 1. Eat the ashes of dead. We rank this ritual at number 1 because of how weird and mentally unacceptable it is. The Yanomami tribe makes at about 200 villages in the Amazon rainforest, between the Venezuela and Brazil border. This tribe forbids the burial or preservation of their dead. This is because they do not believe that death is a naturally occurring process. Instead, they think that the shaman, someone who can control spirits, has sent an evil spirit to attack a particular person of the tribe. According to them, the spirit of the dead won't find its way to the spiritual world until each trance of their body is eliminated from the world. So, the dead community covers his corpse into leaves and put it in the forest for 30 to 40 days. Once the flesh is decomposed, they cremate the bones of the dead and eat it in the form of a soup made of cremated bones and fermented bananas in one sitting. The tribe believes that this way, the dead will always stay alive in the people of the tribe and can be reborn in the next generation. But strangely, if the enemy kills the person, the man won't eat the ashes, and only women have to finish it all. These are the 5 rituals that we found the weirdest from all around the world. Tell us in the comment section which ritual you found the weirdest of all and what are the unusual traditions of your state. If you want to stay hooked to such amazing content, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for recent updates. Also, don't forget to hit like, comment and share. We'll see you in the following videos. Thank you so much for watching.